Welcome to Women in History. Today's video, Amelia Earhart. Amelia Mary Earhart was born on July 24, 1897 in Atchison, Kansas. She went down in history as the first female aviator to complete a solo flight across the Atlantic Ocean. During their time in Des Moines, Iowa, Amelia and her siblings received their schooling at home, until she was enrolled in public school at the age of 12. Years later, she recalled that she enjoyed reading a lot. In 1915, the family moved to Chicago, Illinois. Amelia attended Hyde Park High School, where she graduated 1 year later. In 1917, when World War I broke out, Amelia worked as a nurse's aide, preparing special meals for the patients and handing out prescribed medications. It was here where she developed an interest in aviation. In December of 1920, Amelia and her father attended an air show in Long Beach, California, where she requested to be given flying lessons and passenger flights. The next day, after she booked a 10-minute passenger flight, she was convinced that she wanted to become a pilot. 1 month later, on January 3, 1921, she had her first official flying lesson. Amelia had to take the bus all the way to the end of the line, and then travel 4 additional miles on foot to reach the training site. She worked several jobs to help pay for the lessons. As she settled into the lifestyle associated with her new career, she gradually changed her image. She wore a short haircut, purchased a new leather flying coat, and purchased a second-hand airplane. In October of 1922, Amelia set a world record for female pilots, as she flew her plane to an altitude of 14,000 feet. On May 16, 1923, she was the first woman in the United States to be issued a pilot's license. During the late 1920s and into the 1930s, she became a household name, becoming the first female passenger to cross the Atlantic by aircraft, completing a non-stop transatlantic solo flight as a pilot, supporting equal rights, and being compared to people like Charles Lindbergh and Eleanor Roosevelt. In 1937, Amelia Earhart attempted to become the first woman to complete a circumnavigational flight around the Earth. Unfortunately, this was not meant to be. Amelia and her navigator, Fred Noonan, vanished over the central Pacific Ocean. They were last seen in New Guinea, on the 2nd of July, 1937. Their bodies were never found, and they were both declared dead. Over 80 years have passed, with continuing investigations and public interest. Amelia Earhart was inducted into the National Aviation Hall of Fame in 1968, and the National Women's Hall of Fame in 1973. Over the years, she has had many memorials which bears her name. We remember her achievements as a woman of history.